All right, the flow for today is going to take us towards side crow, which means there's going to be a whole lot of twisting. So a lot of lengthening one side of the next, a lot of crosswise movement back and forth. Be ready for that. And the one demonstration I have here before we begin is the side crow itself. So the way we're going to come into the pose today is going to be from the toe squat. So at the end of each sequence, you're going to be at the front of the mat. You're going to be standing just with your hands and your hips, not too elaborate here, but you're going to have your feet together, heels up high, keep the heels lifted. And then the big challenge here is holding your balance. You're going to squeeze your ankles toward each other. Keep your core engaged so your torso stays upright as best you can. And then let the knees go forward, the heels still lifted. Come all the way down to sitting on your heels. If you need help, you can bring the hands down to the floor at any time. Now, once you come all the way down, you're going to bring your fingertips down to the floor. Turn your knees to one side or the other, and I'll tell you which. But from here, I'm going to turn my knees over to my left side. Now, keep your legs together and keep in mind whether or not you want to work the full arm balance. The whole purpose of this is to take the deep twist. The twist is what matters. So find the twist first and then decide where you want to go. So from here, I'm going to keep my right hand down, inhale the left arm up high, left elbow down, pressing into my right thigh. Now, you got to bring that elbow in as deep as you can on the thigh. You're trying to move toward the hip and get away from the knee. The arm is going to slide toward the knee. So give yourself a little bit of an advantage from the beginning. Lengthen out your spine. Open your chest toward the front of the mat as far as you can, and you can just hold the twist. This is good enough. You can breathe into this. You're going to feel that twist just cinching in around your waist. That's what you're looking for. And if you just want to hold this, this is fine. You can move through the vinyasa after you've held this. Stay for about 5 breaths or so. Now, if you want to come into the arm balance, then you're going to keep this engagement right here and set your hand down flat on the mat. Bring it down close. Set the second hand down in line with the first. Where you put that second hand is going to depend on you. The hand might be close to the first hand. It might be wide. It depends on how long your limbs are in relation to the rest of your body. So play around with this and see where you want to take it to. And then to come into balancing, both palms down, shoulders forward, lift your hips a little bit, bend the elbows toward you, and then lean into this and let your feet lift. The shoulders have to come forward for you to find your balance. Now, you can just take it like this with the knees bent and both legs tucked, and that's kind of the standard position. You can extend both legs to one side. You can scissor this out. You can cross your legs. You can play around, whatever you want to do with the legs, and you can have a different preference as far as what configuration is going to work best for you in this pose. So go ahead, play around with it a bit, work the twist, and just take yourself into that balance as best you can. We're going to take it through the vinyasa from there, so just hold that in mind. That's what we're going to take everything to. You're going to do a lot of twisting before we come to that point. So to get this started, go ahead, bring yourself up to standing at the front of the mat. I'm going to pull this back a little bit. There we go. And we're going to take this about halfway down to a squat. So feet a little bit wider than your hips. Heels in, toes out. Bend the knees. Bring your elbows down to your thighs. And then keep the arms and legs pressing into each other. So stay active. Rather than letting your chest just sink down toward the floor, spread your shoulder blades apart and press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep that engagement. And then just let your neck relax. Let your head just hang. And go ahead and close your eyes here. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales, pulling as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just open your eyes. And with your next inhale, just roll this up to standing. Bring your head up last. Open up your palms at your sides. And then just take things slow. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, hands through center again. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center. Inhale, reach up high. And with the exhale this time, lean to the right side. Right arm reaching down. Stretch your left arm, right gaze up high. Inhale, back to center. Reach both arms up. And then with the exhale, lean left. Left arm down. Stretch your right arm, left gaze high here. Inhale, up to center. And then with the exhale, lean this right again. Pull the left shoulder back. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, lean left. Pull the right shoulder back this time. Inhale, up to center. Now with the exhale, lean right one more time. Right arm down, look down. Stretch your left arm right and try to take it further. Lift your left heel up off the floor. Come to the very tip of your left big toe. Stretch that left side long. Inhale back to center, both arms high. Exhale, lean left one more time. Left arm down. Stretch your right arm left, look down. And then see about taking this further. Lift the right heel up off the floor. Come up onto the tip of the big toe. Stretch your right arm long. Inhale back to center, both arms high. Now with the exhale, bring the hands down through center to your low back. Palms open, fingers spread wide. Keep the shoulders pulled back and keep your elbows wide. And we'll take it back and forth here into a cross step, a little bit of twisting from the legs. So put the weight to your left foot. Right foot back and across. Step past the edge of the mat. Stay on your toes, the heels lifted. Not too far back. Shoulders back. Bend into both knees. Sink about halfway down. And then come forward. Step your right foot wide. Weight to the right foot, left foot back and across. Keep the heel lifted. Lean back, chest open, bend the knees, sink about halfway down. And then come forward, both feet wide. Weight to your left foot, right foot back and across. Again, maybe step it back further. Shoulders back, sink your knees down about halfway. And then come forward, feet set wide, come over to the right foot. Left foot back and across, a little bit longer with that step. Shoulders back, bend the knees, sink about halfway down. And then bring it forward. Weight to your left foot, step it back long, right foot back and across. Now shoulders pulled back, sink down about halfway. And then lean forward as much as you need to, but bring the right knee all the way down to the floor. Once your right knee's down, set the right hand on the floor. Inhale your left arm high, and just take this as a grounded twist. Look up and pull your left shoulder back. Keep breathing here. And then bring the left hand to your low back. Right hand meets the left, elbows wide. And then put the weight to left foot, step out wide, come back to center, and take it over to the right. Left foot back and across, step it long. And then go ahead, lean back. Bend the knees, come about halfway down. Lean forward if you need to. Bring that left knee all the way down to the floor. Once you're down, left hand to the floor. Inhale the right arm high and pull the right shoulder back. Gaze up high and just breathe here. Open up into this twist. And then right hand behind your back again. Left hand to meet the right elbows wide. Press into the right foot. Come back to the front of the mat. Back to standing. And then look down. Bring your feet together. And we're going to take it down to the first toe squat here. So keep your shoulders pulled back and keep your chest open. Work to keep your spine upright. And as you look forward, lift your heels up off the floor. Keep the heels high. Ankles squeeze toward each other. Now just take it slow. Bend the knees. Let them move forward. The heels stay lifted. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Move smoothly. Move slow. Release the hands at any point, but come all the way down onto your heels. And then once you're down, bring the hands to the floor. Go ahead, step your feet back. Come down to hands and knees. And once you're in all fours, give yourself a moment here. Just move around a little bit. And we'll take a little bit of twisting down here. So just keep the hips stacked over the knees, but step the hands forward about one hand's length, a little bit more stretched out than your regular all fours. We'll thread the needle. Inhale the right arm up high. And with the exhale, bring your right arm underneath, bring the shoulder all the way down and stay down. Now stack the left shoulder above the right, look up toward the ceiling. This is good enough right here, just feel that twist. And if you want to go further, with the left hand, hold your right wrist and try to push the right hand away from you. Maybe go further still. You can lift your left leg, extend it straight back, but drop the left hip down to keep the twist. And then left knee to the floor. Set the left hand flat. Come back to center, back to that extended all fours. And let's take the same thing on the other side. Inhale the left arm up high. Exhale, left arm underneath, bring the shoulder all the way down and press that arm down. Now stack the right shoulder above the left, look up toward the ceiling, good enough here. If you want to go further, with the right hand, take hold of your left wrist, push that left hand away, stack the shoulders. Maybe extend the right leg back, but drop your right hip down to keep your twist. And then bring the right knee back down to the floor. Set your right hand. Come back to center, back to all fours. And then from all fours, let's take this into the wrists. So just keep your hips stacked over your knees and walk your hands in close, within about 2 hands lengths of the knees. Flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, the fingertips point toward you. Spread your fingers wide, press the fingertips down. Straight arms, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And just sway the shoulders side to side. Feel this out here with your fingertips still pressing down on both hands. And then just bring it into center. Keep your arms straight. And combine this with your cow and cat breathing. So with an inhale, just drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up high. Exhale, round your spine and empty out. Inhale, drop your belly, bring your chest forward, look up. Exhale, round and empty. And just keep on moving back and forth like this. Now work the motion through the length of your spine both directions. And keep your hands tense. Keep your fingertips pressing down the whole time. And then one more deep inhale for cow when you're ready. One more complete exhale for cat. And then come up onto the fingertips. And let's take another stretch. Now keep the hands close like this, within 2 hands lengths of your knees. Palms down, fingertips out to the side, and then in the direction of your feet. Now set your hands down flat, spread the fingers wide, grip the floor as hard as you can. Press your spine up toward the ceiling here. And keep your hands close like this. You can just stay here and circle the shoulders with the wrist. That might be good enough if that's as much as you want. Now if you can take it further, keep gripping, but then start to work the bend of the arms. So bring your shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath you, try to lower toward halfway, and then press back up to straight. And just keep taking it back and forth like that. Shoulders forward, elbows in, and then press back up. And just keep working it back and forth here. Fingertips gripping the whole time. Now the next time you bend your elbows and come forward, stay forward. Rest your weight on your arms and keep your fingertips digging down. And then just twist, moving from the lower body. Now keep your knees bent, but lift the right knee. Bring the big toe over to the left side. Try to touch the floor best you can. And then set your right knee down. Keep your knees bent. Lift your left knee. Big toe down over to the right. And then come back into center. Lift the right knee. Big toe over to the left side. Open up your hips. Come back into center. Lift the left knee. Big toe comes down over to the right side. Back to center here. One more round. Lift the right knee. Big toe over to the left again. And then come back into center. Lift your left knee. Big toe over to the right. And then bring it back into center. And then come up onto the fingertips and down to sitting on your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Now once the hands are ready, bring the legs out from underneath you. Come to a seat. And then once you're seated, we're going to set this up for reverse tabletop. Now feet in front of you about hips width distance apart. Hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Now palms down, fingertips forward. If you can always rotate your fingers to the sides. But either way, press into the floor, lift your seat up off the mat. And let's go up and down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press us up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press us up high. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift your hips. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press us up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift one more time, and then just hold this time. Now, as you stay lifted, you can look forward, look up, or hang your head back. But keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. Dig your heels down, try to pull them toward your hands, and keep that engagement through the back line of your body. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, come all the way down. Now, once you're down, just take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And then we're still going to use this setup. We're going to take it back and forth, twisting here. Now, feet about hips width distance to start. Hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. And this time with the fingers to the sides, right and left. Press down, lift your seat up off the floor, but stay low. Now, just take it slow here to begin and then see how far you want to take it as we go back and forth. So lift your left foot up off the floor, stay balanced. Lift your right hand. Now, bring the right arm across and touch the floor past the left edge of the mat. And then come back into center. Now, lift your right foot and lift the left hand. Left arm reaches, touch the floor over to the right. And then come back into center. Now lift your left foot, lift the right hand. You got 2 choices here. Now you can bring the hand down to the floor, and that's good enough. If you want to go further, maybe bring the elbow down to touch. And then back to center, back to hands and feet. Other side, right foot lifts, bring the left arm across. Touch down with the left hand or left elbow, whichever you like. And then come back to center. And keep going back and forth. So bring the right arm over to the left side. And then come back to center. Left arm to the right. And then back to center here. Right arm left again. Bring it back to center. Left arm to the right. And then come back into center. Right arm over to the left again. And then back to both hands and feet. Bring the left arm over to the right. And then come back into center again. A few more rounds. Right arm over to the left. Back into center. Left arm over to the right. And then come back to center. Right arm left again. Back to center. Left arm right. And then come back to center here. Right arm to the left one more time. And then bring it back to center. Right, left arm over to the right one more time. And then come back to center. Sit yourself down. And once you're down, shake your hands out. Now, when you're ready from here, go ahead, cross at the ankles. Roll forward your hands, find all fours. And then from here, let's go ahead and take it to a forearm plank. So bring both forearms down. Now you can have the forearms parallel with the palms down or press the palms together. Elbows at shoulder width either way. Push your hands into the floor. Step your feet all the way back. Bring your body into line. Feet about hips width distance apart. Now as your hands press down, lift your spine up toward the ceiling and keep that lift. And then just twist side to side. Roll your heels over to the right. And then through center, heels to the left side. Back through center, heels over to the right again. And then through center, over to your left. Bring the heels through center, over to the right. Back through center to the left side. And then roll your heels over to the right one more time and hold the twist. Now come up onto your left hand, open to the side, so you're taking a side plank variation. To take it further, reach your left arm high and keep your hips lifted. This is good enough. Now if you can go further still, your left foot stays pressed into the floor, but then from underneath, step your right foot forward and step it behind. Right foot forward, step it back again. Right foot forward, step it back one more time. Come back to center to the forearm plank. And then take it on the other side. Roll your heels left, come up onto the right hand, keep your hips high, maybe stay here. To go further, reach your right arm high, the hips are still lifted. Now if you're going to move, keep the right foot pressing to the floor, and from underneath, just move your left leg, step it forward, and then step it behind, step it forward again, and then step back. Left foot forward, step it behind, come back to center to that forearm plank, and go bring your knees down. Come up to all fours and breathe. Now from all fours, just take a look at where your legs are. See if the knees are just about in the center of the mat. Bring your legs together, so knees and feet to touch. And let's take it back to that toe squat. So go ahead and tuck the toes of both feet underneath you. And then with your palms pressed down, lift your knees up off the floor and just go back and forth, knees to chest. And then down to the floor, dig your toes down, stretch out the soles of your feet a little bit. And the next time your knees lift, just keep them lifted, keep your thighs parallel to the floor. Now walk your hands in close, round your spine, but stay light and just stay on the fingertips here. Now this is where we take the core work a little bit further. So we're going to do this one leg at a time. Your hands are going to stay where they are, and then extend one leg straight forward, pull through center, extend all the way back. And the rule is your hands have to stay where they are, so there's no moving your legs out to the sides. Now, if you're going to make it harder, keep your hips low to the floor. And if you need to back off, come more to a forward fold with your hips up high and just work it as best you can. Now, pull the right knee to chest around your spine. And then right leg forward, set your heel down. Now, here's the hard part. Pull that knee toward your chest. And then extend the right leg back. Lift the hips as much as you need. Come back to center on both heels. Other side, left knee to your chest. Extend that leg forward. And then pull back in and extend this behind. And then come back to both heels and we'll keep it moving. Right leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, step the toes down behind. And then come back to both heels. Left leg forward, heel to the floor. Pull through center, step it back. And then onto both heels again. Right leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, extend it behind. Come back to both heels. Left leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, come all the way back. And then back to both heels again. Right leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, extend it behind. And then come back to both heels. Left leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, come all the way back. And then on to both heels again. Right leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, extend it behind. Come back to both heels. Left leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, come all the way back. And then on to both heels again, one more round. Right leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, extend this behind. And then back to toe squat. Left leg forward, heel to the floor. Pull through center, come all the way back. And then both legs together. Now once you're back into your toe squat, keep the heels lifted, legs squeezing toward each other. Walk the hands in, sit this up tall. And then let's go ahead and take this into the twist. Left hand to the floor at your side. Inhale the right arm high. And with the exhale, bring the right elbow down past your left thigh. Now lengthen out your spine. Find that twist. Open up your chest to the side. Good enough here. Now if you're going to take it further, bring the right hand flat to the floor. Set the left hand down in line with the right. And moving toward that side crow, shoulders forward, lift your hips a little bit. Bend the elbows in and lean enough to take some of the weight off your right foot. And we won't take it too far. Turn back to center. And let's take the other side. So right hand down, inhale the left arm high this time. With the exhale, bring the left elbow past your right thigh. Lengthen out your spine, open up your chest to the right. Now you can stay here, but if you want to take it further, bring that left palm flat. Right hand sets on the floor as well. Shoulders forward, pull the elbows in. Lean enough to lift that left foot a little bit. And then come back to center. You're still in the toe squat. Now from here, stay on your fingertips, sit this up tall. And then see about bringing your hands to heart center. Try to keep your spine vertical. Now legs squeeze together. Work your balance. And take yourself about halfway up to standing. Try to hold your spine upright. And then straighten your legs. Your heels are still lifted. Legs squeezing toward each other. Now take it back down. Bend the knees, pause halfway down. And then hover just above your heels. And then sit it all the way down. Bring your hands to the floor. Come into all fours. And once you're down, just shake your legs out for a moment. And just breathe here. Move around. Now you can just take a moment to take a break and breathe, or maybe take another stretch before you move on. But when you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your down dog. Now once you move to your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms down flat. Feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, reach your hips up high toward the ceiling. Keep that long upward reach to the hips, pulling through the belly around the low ribs to help lengthen out your spine. And if your legs are tight, you can always put a bend in the knees. Keep in mind, maybe bend the knees and just move the hips side to side. You can pedal this out. When you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front of the mat, take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees, let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round, let everything go long and loose, and let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, maybe reach to opposite elbows. You can shake this side to loosen even further, side to side I should say. And then once you're ready, just go ahead, release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in your knees to begin, but then restack your spine. Slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last and open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly. And then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway, fingertips to the floor to your shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. With the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrist the shoulders, palms pressed to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep that lift. When you're ready, you take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control. All the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. And just stay lifted this time. Now keep your feet pressing down. Keep your glutes squeezing. But stay lifted through the upper body. Now lift up your hands. Pull the elbows into your sides. Keep looking forward. And then work to lift your shoulders up a little bit higher still. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll it back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms down to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Pull the hips forward and deepen the arc all through the front. Lift with the arms. Lift up with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. Deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up high. Come back to down dog. Now from your down dog, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, just sink in the chair. Put the weight to heels, bend the knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in, just seat the feet within hips width distance, not too wide. Big toes and knees towards center. Bind it low. Bring the right arm across your low back, and at the left side, bring your palms together. So interlace your fingers. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Keep your gaze forward. And then put the weight to your right foot. Lift your left heel up off the floor. Now extend your left leg forward. Dip your big toe down. And then draw a semicircle all the way back with that left big toe. And then draw it to the front. Left big toe all the way back again. And then swing that leg forward. Left big toe all the way back, this time past the right edge of the mat. Now tuck the toes, left foot, keep the heel lifted, lean back. And then very slowly bend both knees and bring that left knee all the way down to the floor. Now once you're down, with an inhale, reach your left arm high. And then lean over to the right, gaze up high, keep your left hip pressing forward, keep your glutes engaged, and just let your head fall back. Breathe here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down around the right foot. Step your left foot straight back, low lunge. Now from here, take it to a dancer's bridge. Left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Right foot steps behind your left leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, reach to the right arm. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting. Let your head fall back, and just reach for that right arm. You can stack your shoulders or open your chest to more of a back bend, but just hold this and breathe. Take an inhale. With the exhale, sink straight down. Right hand forward, right foot forward into your low lunge. And then bring your left knee down, take a kneeling lunge. Now left foot flat behind, both legs at 90 degrees, hips are still squared to the front. Hands to hips when you're ready. With an inhale, just bring yourself upright. Everything stacks to vertical from the left knee up. Now keep both feet pressing down, keep your glutes squeezing, your hips pressing forward. And then with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, twist, right arm back, left arm forward, open up. Inhale to center, reach us up high. Exhale, twist again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, reach up high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward, hold here. Now look back over your right shoulder and take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face, we keep that shoulder pulled back. And then bring the left arm down past your right thigh to brace the twist. Keep your chest open to the right. Now this is good enough right here, and you can stay upright if you want to go further. You can slide your left arm further down, keep that right shoulder pulling back to deepen the twist, and that might be good enough. But if you want to take it further, push into the right foot, tuck the toes to the left, and maybe lift your left knee up off the floor. Just take it the way you can. All right, now slowly from here, I want you to keep the right arm behind your back, but turn to center. Left hand meets the right at your left side. If the left knee's lifted, tuck your toes and bring yourself up to a high lunge stance. Now take a moment to adjust this. Deep end of the right knee, left leg towards straight, left hip pulls forward, right hip back so your hips are still squared. Keep your chest open. And we're going to go back and forth from here to balancing. Now bring your weight forward to the right foot, and then come forward. Left heel touches the right knee, just hold. And then sink down, left knee to right calf. And then step it back long, come back to your lunge. Again, bring it forward, left heel to right knee, hold here. Sink down, left knee to right calf. Step it back long, find the lunge. One more time, bring it forward, left heel to right knee, hold here. Sink down, left knee to right calf, stay here. Now bring yourself upright with your left knee lifted. And then go ahead, switch feet. Set the left foot down, come to standing with your right knee high. Now once you find your balance here, go ahead, take this into a figure four. So bring the right ankle, cross your left thigh, curl the toes. Knee to the side, sink your hips down. Now bring your hands to your hips and sink further into the stance, keep your gaze forward. Now we're going to take this into a twist. Go ahead, reach your right arm high. And then the right arm crosses your body, right arm in contact with the sole of the right foot somewhere. You don't have to go too far. Just draw the left shoulder back, keep your gaze forward. The right shoulder pulls forward so the twist is in the upper body. Now if you want to take it further still, you can slide the right arm further down. Maybe take it even further, reach your left arm high and work to stack your shoulders. Just take things to where you can and breathe here. All right, slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself upright with your right knee lifted. And then go set the right foot down next to the left. Now feet together, legs together, stand up tall, keep your shoulders pulled back. And we'll take it down to the toe squat. Now press into the toes, lift your heels high, keep your heels lifted. And then slowly bend the knees, make the motion smooth. Take it down slow, all the way down to sitting on your heels. Now once you're down, bring your hands to the floor, turn the knees over to your left side, and then keep the right hand down. Now inhale your left arm up high, and with the exhale twist, left elbow past the right thigh. Now open up your chest to the front of the mat as far as you can, work that twist deep. Now if you can take it further, set the left hand flat, right hand comes down as well. And then shoulders forward, lift your hips a little bit, bend the elbows toward you. Keep looking forward, lean forward to lift your feet, and just take this into whatever version of side crow you like, or else just hold your twist. When you're ready, go ahead and take it through your Vinyasa. Once you find it down dog, take a moment, paddle out here. And then we'll take all that on the other side. So from your down dog, take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. With the exhale, sink down into chair. Put the weight heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, feet within hips with distance, not too wide. Big toes and knees towards center. Bring the left arm behind your low back, and then the right side, bring the palms together. Now, fingers interlace, palms to touch, shoulders back, keep your chest open. Focus sweat on the left foot, lift your right heel. Right leg forward, dip your big toe down. Now draw that semicircle all the way behind you. And then swing the right big toe forward. All the way back with the right big toe again. And then swing that leg forward. Right big toe all the way back. Now go past the left edge of the mat, tuck the toes, heel lifted, lean back. And then slowly bend both knees and bring the right knee all the way down to the floor. Once you're down, with an inhale, reach your right arm high. Lean over the left, press that right hip forward, let your head fall back. Just hold here and breathe. And then with the next inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, hands down around your left foot. Tuck it and go ahead, step the right foot straight back, come into your low lunge again. And then let's take it to the dancer's bridge. Now the right hand's your base. Roll the outside edge of the right foot. Left foot steps behind the right leg, sink it down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, reach to your left arm. Hips lifted, let your head fall back. Maybe stack your shoulders, maybe open your chest more, but just breathe here. Take an inhale. Exhale, sink back down. Now left hand forward, left foot forward, low lunge. And take it down to the kneeling lunge on this side. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Now when you're ready, hands to your hips with an inhale, just bring this upright. So both legs at 90 degrees. Press the right foot down, keep your hips pressing forward. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. With the exhale, vertical twist, left arm back, right arm forward this time. Inhale to center, reach up high. Exhale, twist again, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale once more, left arm back, right arm forward, hold here. Now keep your arms reaching wide, look over your left shoulder, take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm face away, keep the shoulder pulled back. Bring that right arm down past your left thigh to brace the twist. Now maybe keep your spine upright, that's fine. If you're gonna go further, you can slide the right arm further down, still pulling your left shoulder back. Keep your twist. If you want to go further still, push into the left foot, tuck the toes to the right, and see about lifting your right knee up off the floor. All right, now keep your left arm bound. Slowly turn to center. Right hand meets the left at the right side. Again, fingers interlace. If your right knee's down, lift it up and come to your high lunge stance. Right hip forward, left hip back, keep your chest open. Now back and forth from here to balancing. Bring the weight to your left foot. Come forward, right heel to left knee. And then sink down, right knee to left calf. Now step it back, find your lunge. Again, take it forward, right heel to left knee. Sink down, right knee to left calf. Step it back. Find the lunge. One more time. Right heel to left knee, hold here. Sink down, right knee to left calf, hold here. And then go ahead, bring yourself upright with your right knee lifted. And then to switch it out, set your right foot down, come to standing with your left knee high. Now once you got your balance on this side, take your figure four. Left ankle crosses the right thigh. Curl the toes, bend the right knee, sink down. And then just go ahead, release the bind, hands to your hips. Now go ahead, reach your left arm out wide, take an inhale. And with the exhale, look forward, but bring the left arm across your body. Left arm in contact with the sole of the left foot somewhere. You don't have to take it too far. But your left shoulder moves forward, pull the right shoulder back, find the twist in your upper body, keep looking forward. And if you want to take it deeper, you can slide that left arm further down. Maybe reach your right arm high to stack the shoulders, but keep looking forward and hold here. All right, with an inhale, slowly bring this upright. Left knee lifted, hands to your hips. And then to set the left foot down to meet the right. Now legs together, press into the toes, lift your heels up high. Keep your torso upright. Ankles squeeze toward each other. Now bend the knees, take it all the way down to that toe squat. Move slowly. Make the motion smooth and come all the way down to sitting on your heels. Once you're down, hands to the floor, turn your knees over to the right side. And let's take the twist. Left hand stays down. Inhale the right arm high. And with the exhale, move into the twist. Right elbow presses into your left thigh. Lengthen out your spine. Open your chest to the front. To take it further, right hand flat. Left hand sets as well. Look forward. Start to lean. Shoulders forward. Pull the elbows in. See about lifting your feet up. And just take it away you can. When you're ready, take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, move around here and breathe. Now we'll take it to half pigeon. When you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, just bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go ahead, flatten your left foot, straighten your left leg, pull that left hip forward, keep it in line with the right. Sink your weight straight down. And look for at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer hip or toward the glutes. Now you can just sit this up tall, and this is good enough. Maybe go further toward the back bend. And if you want to melt down, you can take it down to the elbows, maybe melt it down all the way. Just take it to where you need to here. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. Once your hands are close, pull your left knee forward, and we're going to take this to a figure 4 variation of camel. So that left knee comes forward a little bit past your right ankle. And go ahead and play around with the setup from here. Now I'm going to recommend you keep the left foot flat behind you. You can tuck your toes if you like. I find for the front leg, for the right leg, it's more effective if I've got the toes tucked and on the floor with the heel lifted and that knee out to the side. Now be sure when you come into your figure 4, you're not feeling any twinge in the right knee. And if that's too much, if the stance isn't going to work for you, just take a regular camel with your legs parallel. Now wherever you take this to, go ahead, if you have that figure 4, keep the right leg pressing to the left. Bring yourself upright, hands to your hips to start. Now engage your glutes and press the hips forward. Keep your hips squared to the front. Right hip pressing forward in line with the left. Now this might already be enough, but if you can take it further, hands to heart center. Walk your gaze up the front wall. Find the point in the ceiling above you. Release your shoulders to the floor. Keep your hips pressing forward, and this is plenty already. Now if you're going to take it further, walk your gaze along the ceiling. Look for the back wall, and then maybe reach your arms back. Now your hips are still pressing forward. Your chest is still open. Keep breathing here. All right, and then slowly, hands to heart center. Walk your gaze along the ceiling to the front wall. And then go ahead and bring your hands down to the floor. And if the legs are crossed, uncross them here. Come into all fours. Once you're ready, tuck your toes. Hips up high, find your down dog. And we'll take the other side. Inhale the left leg high this time. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull the right hip forward. Keep it in line with the left. Now sink your weight straight down. Find at least some of that stretch on the left side, outer hip or toward the glutes. And maybe stay upright like this. Maybe take it further toward the back bend. Or you can melt it down. Just take it to where you need to here. All right, and then again for me, if your hands are forward, bring them in close. And once the hands are close, pull the right knee forward. Let's take that figure 4 version of camel. So the right knee comes behind your left ankle. And again, the right foot, I always do this with my right foot flat on the floor. You could tuck the toes behind you. But I do recommend with that front leg, tucking the toes and lifting the heel. But either way, just feel this out. And see if the left leg presses into the right, the left knee stays to the side. If this isn't going to work, and if this is too much on your left knee, just bring the legs to parallel. Now either way, bring yourself upright, hands to your hips. Engage your glutes and keep the hips pressing forward. Keep your hips squared, left hip forward in line with the right. If this is enough, stay here. If you're going to take it further, hands to heart center, walk your gaze up the wall, find the point above you, and just release the shoulders to the floor. Keep your hips pressing forward. If you're taking it further, bring your gaze along the ceiling toward the wall behind. Maybe reach the arms back, but still pressing your hips forward. Keep breathing here. And then bring the hands into heart center. Bring your gaze to the wall in front. And then come down to the floor. Both hands down. Uncross the legs at the cross. Come into all fours. And then when you're ready, bring the legs out from underneath you and come all the way down onto your back. Now, once you're down, pull the knees into your chest. Squeeze everything in tight. And when you're ready, go ahead, release your grip and bring your feet to the floor. We'll take one more round of back bending here. So I'm going to start the cue with bridge and lead into wheel. And just take this as far as you're ready. You can always stay in bridge, keep in mind. But feet and knees, hips with distance. Bring your heels in close to you. Start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down, keep your gaze high. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and hold that lift. And it's enough to just stay here, but hold the tension of the glutes so your hips are still pressing up. Now, if you're going to deepen your bridge, you can bring your hands underneath your hips. Maybe interlace the fingers. You can pull the palms toward each other. Maybe work your shoulders further behind your back to open up your chest even more. If you can reach, you can hold your ankles and use that grip to lift your hips even higher and open up your chest still further. Now, if you're going to take it further still, keep the hips lifted but release your hands. For wheel, the hands come around your head. Elbows up. Go ahead, press into your palms. You can lift to the top of your head first. And then whenever you're ready, straighten your arms. Now, hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes squeezing. You can always lift your heels for either pose if you feel there's too much in your low back. Now, keep your glutes engaged. Hold that tension. And let the tension travel along the length of your spine, especially across the upper back to press the shoulder blades toward each other and open up your chest. Keep breathing here. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. Now, once you're down, pull your knees to your chest, just squeeze in. And then go ahead, release your left leg extended out fully. Left arm down at your side. Right arm inside the right leg, take hold of the big toe. Now, once you got your grip, pull down, keep that right hip on the floor. Press the right leg up toward the ceiling. And just find the tension in between there, the stretch in the back of the right thigh. Now, if your knees bent, just hold that tension, pulling down as you're pushing up. If your leg's straight, draw the big toe directly over your shoulder. Now, this might be enough already. If you want to take this a little bit differently with a slight twist, keep the right leg extended as is, but then switch your grip. Left hand to the outside edge of the right foot, right arm down at your side. And then see about drawing the right foot across your body only so far as your right shoulder still stays on the floor. And just breathe here. Just a slight change for that stretch. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just release. Pull both knees to your chest, squeeze in. Take the other side when you're ready. Extend your right leg straight, right arm down to your side. Left arm inside the left leg, find the big toe. Now pull down. As you're pulling down, press that left foot toward the ceiling. And then somewhere in between, find that stretch wherever you can take this to. Now if your knees bent, that's fine. Keep pulling down and pushing up. If the leg's straight, draw the big toe directly over your shoulder. And now if you want to change up the grip, keep the left leg extended as is. Right hand to the outside edge of the left foot. Left arm down to your side, keep that arm grounded. And then draw the left foot across your body, but only so far as your left shoulder still stays down. Just breathe here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Bring both knees to your chest, squeeze down. And then let's take happy baby. Reach between the knees, take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And then stack your ankles above your knees. Now pull down on both sides. Draw the knees toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up in your hands at the same time. And keep the tension working both up and down. Flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down toward the floor. If you want to take it further, you can rock this a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. With the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then just start to move bit by bit here, fingers and toes. Arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw everything back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest, pull your knees up as well. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. And then ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale. Hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. And I thank you for joining class. Namaste.